Hello, my name is Kat, and today I will be doing the upside down drawing challenge. As you can see, I started out with a light-handed sketch, just in normal HB pencil, and later I will add line art. I'm currently drawing a character I'm using in my Velora webcomic that will maybe be released in 2018 or something. I will add a link in the description to my Tumblr where you can read about my Velora comic and see progress of the comic. Since I have been drawing her quite a lot recently, I really had a good feel for her facial expressions and her basic shapes. I was quite confident I would get through this challenge without any major problems, because, as I said before, I've been drawing her quite a lot recently. But as it turned out, I later ran into some problems, which you will be able to see in a very short while. I wanted to add many fun details, so you can see a bit about her character. Here you can see the arm. That's like, it just went wrong from the very beginning I started drawing it. I just went with it and hoped for the best. Here I'm still adding details up around her head just to create a bit more interest up around the fun part of the drawing. Here I decided to color in my character Maria here with my Faber-Castell colors. They're really nice because you can add water to them and they will be a bit brighter and a bit more blended better. You can't really see the coloring so well, but I tried to add dimension with the shadows and give her some interest with the purple, just to, you know, add some color in the shadows. I added some shadows underneath her hair and started to draw them up towards the top of her head. I gave her a bit of a blush to different parts of her body and her face, again to add a bit of interest. I kept going back and forth between the shadow colors and the main colors of the clothing and the hair and everything to make sure everything was properly blended even before I added the water, just to make sure I had a cleaner look. I added some darker gradient behind her head to make her stand out a bit more, and added the red to the tip of the leaves, again to add interest. I tried to make the colors of the flowers keep in the theme of her clothing, just to not mix in too many colors because I already had a lot going on, so I tried to stay within the same range of colors. Now I started adding water. This took a while to get a hang of. I've been using these colored pencils with water before, but it's such a long time ago I didn't really know what I was doing. So I just tried to be quite gentle with my watering down, also because it wasn't watercolor paper, so I wouldn't want to destroy the painting completely, or the drawing completely. You can see my watercolor set right next to my hand. I did not use any of those colors, but I kept them right next to me because that's where I have my brush. As you can see, the color of the watercolor pencils really change when you add the water. After a while I got the hang of having to push the colors from the lighter colors into the darker colors to make sure the darker colors was concentrated where I wanted them to be and not drag the darker colors out into the lighter colors. I'm working on the smaller details now and trying to clean up some of the mess I've made. Now I'm going back in just to add a bit more detail and texture with my pens. Here I tried to go in with a white gel pen to add a bit of highlight, but my gel pen for some reason wouldn't work for me, so I kept struggling with it for quite a while, but eventually I gave up. This is where I started to give up on the gel pen, and I was looking for other solutions, but I couldn't really find any, so I decided to call it a day. And to say the least, I was very underwhelmed by how this looked. As you can see, I picked it up and was like, what? Did I do this? That humbled me a bit, to be honest. So, yeah. And here is the final drawing. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.